And we go to the Northeast while waiting for the formal announcement by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, the NCDC. The governor of Adamawa State, Amadu Fintiri, has confirmed the first COVID-19 positive case in that state. Governor Fintiri joins us now via Skype to give us details of this very latest development. Good evening, Your Excellency, from Adamawa State. You're talking from Yola, its capital. How did the information of this first case get to you?
It came to me as a surprise. It was shocking because it's what we were not expecting in the state. We've been very precautionary in most of the measures we have taken. But lately, this morning at 1:30, I got an email from the COVID committee of the state informing me of a journalist who had been away from the state for 6 months, but suddenly came in to town on the 16th of this month. And he presented himself at the State Specialist Hospital for COVID-related ailment, and then he was tested, and the result came in yesterday as positive. And we made arrangement, and we moved him to the isolation center where treatment has already commenced on him this morning.
Now, who conducted this test that brought him back positive?
You said?
Who conducted the test? Where was this test conducted, and who certified the results?
Yesterday, NCDC in Abuja.
Moving on from there, the isolation centers that you made reference to, or the isolation center you made reference to, now that Adamawa has an index case, those isolation centers will become important. What preparations are you putting in place, or what preparations have been put in place for this pandemic now that it has gotten into Adamawa State?
Long before now, we have put a lot of preparations on ground. We are adequately prepared. We know it will surely come. We didn't pray for it to be here, but now that it is here, I think the professionals, particularly the health workers, are ready to do their job and to ensure that they serve the pandemic situation, particularly the COVID patient.
Are you planning to lock down?
And
are you planning to lock down Adamawa State?
Yeah, of course, it's the only option at the moment, because we have to go ahead to start tracing the contact of the index case, and the only way we will make it easier and smoother so that we identify everybody that the gentleman had contact with is to lock down completely the state, and also prevent and lock our neighbors from coming in and our citizens from also going out. And then the traces will be easier, much better, and then we'll go ahead and even do testing. And whoever that is infected, we go ahead and treat him. That is how God wants it.
In terms of palliative measures, if you lock down the state, given the antecedents and experience of elsewhere, the issue will then arise as to how people who are now locked down, who earn their living daily, to survive. Are there measures put in place in that direction, since you've confirmed that you intend to lock down the state? Now you have this index case.
Since the outbreak of the pandemic, this is not the first time we are going to lock down the state. I think we have just unlocked the state in the last 8 days, and our people have a lot of experience on the lockdown. But the first, what government did as a major palliative is to pay their workers' salary. Today and tomorrow, they will start receiving their salaries. And for the rest of the citizens, we will make a lot of adequate effort to ensure that we deploy palliatives so that we can cushion the effect of the lockdown on our ordinary citizens. Government is mindful of that.
Ramadan is expected to begin tomorrow, or at the very latest on Friday. The SGF was quoted today. We saw him on our television screens asking that since Islamic authorities have made it clear that no congregational prayers are to be observed and all the other various things that come with Ramadan are to be avoided, to keep in line with the protocol. What do you make of that, and what are the plans to enforce that in Adamawa State?
We don't take directives from NCDC or the SDF. That would be a purely state decision to take that directives as to when we lock down the state, when adequate preparation must have been made. And I think we have more than enough preparation to take that decisions when it is necessary. But I can't say for now when we are going to lock down the state.
All right, then. Thank you very much for joining us at this time. The governor of Adamawa State, Adamu Fintiri. Thank you so much for joining us by Skype from Yola.